Welcome to episode 5 of Step-by-Step Japanese Pathway to Fluency. Today we learn how to do shopping in Japanese. First, let's listen to the dialogue. Dialogue, first time.
いらっしゃいませ。
こんにちは。このお弁当をください。
はい、かしこまりました。
これは鶏肉ですよね。
はい、そうです。
おいくらですか
820円です。
Dialogue, second time. いらっしゃいませ。
こんにちは。このお弁当をください。
はい、かしこまりました。
これは鶏肉ですよね。
はい、そうです。
おいくらですか
820円です。Now let's get this dialogue translated. いらっしゃいませ。
Welcome.
こんにちは。このお弁当をください。
Hello. I want this lunchbox.
はい、かしこまりました。
Sure.
これは鶏肉ですよね。
This is chicken meat, right?
はい、そうです。
Yes, that's right.
おいくらですか
How much is this?
820円です。
It's 820 yen.
This is a dialogue between a store assistant and a customer. First, the store assistant greeted the customer by saying, いらっしゃいませ. This expression is used for greeting customers as they enter a restaurant or a shop. If you have been to Japan, I'm sure you've heard of it. If you haven't been to Japan, I'm also sure it'll be one of the first phrases you would ever remember because you get to hear it so many times.
Next sentence is easy. こんにちは. I know it. It means hello.
That's right. こんにちは is most often translated as hello. However, since it is usually used for greeting someone in the afternoon, it can also be translated as good afternoon.
How do you say good morning?
おはようございます。
Good evening?
こんばんは。After the greeting, the customer says, このお弁当をください。弁当 means lunchbox. Remember this structure, をください. In a setting of buying something, it means I'll take A. A is the object you would like. Suna, if you want to buy a mechanical pencil, how would you say that?
シャーペンをください。
If you want a dictionary?
辞書をください。
Very good.
Wait, Naomi, in the sentence, why is there a O in front of bento?
Good observation. O is an honorific prefix. It is placed before nouns to add a sense of respect and politeness. The honorific prefix can be either O or go. But it's rather tricky to learn when to use those prefixes and which one to use, so we will explain it in another episode. Next in the dialogue, the store assistant says, はい、かしこまりました.
Sure, or certainly.
Right. かしこまりました is another honorific expression you learned today. It is used when accepting an order or request. Next, これは鶏肉ですよね。鶏肉 means chicken meat. The customer completed the sentence with よね. You can use よね when you seek the other person's agreement on confirmation. Like the customer in our dialogue, she is seeking confirmation from the store assistant that this is chicken meat.
The store assistant responded with, Hi, so this. I remember this. It means, yes, it is so. Or, yes, that's right. We learned the exact phrase in our very first episode.
Great memory. After the customer got the confirmation that this is chicken, she asked, おいくらですか? Another super useful phrase to remember, especially if you plan to travel to Japan soon and will buy things. It is how we ask for price. おいくらですか means,
How much is this?
note that here the honorific prefix o is used again. The store assistant responded by 820 円です.
820 yen.
Right. We've learned numbers from 1 to 99. Now it's time to count more. 100 in Japanese is 100. To say 200, 300, and all the way to 900, you put together any number from 2 to 9 and 100. For example, 200 is 2 plus 100, hence 200.
That's the same rule as we learned last time for numbers like 20, 30, and 40.
That's right.
Okay, a piece of cake. 300 is 300.
Nice try. But note that there are 3 numbers in the 100 category that are pronounced slightly differently. They are 300, 600, and 800. 300 is 300. The pronunciation of 100 is different. The rest of the 100 category follows the rule of number plus 100. What's 400?
400.
500?
500.
600 is the odd one. It is 600.
600.
700?
700.
Here's another one. 800 is 800.
800.
900?
900.
Perfect. If you want to say a number like 235, that's 200 plus 30 plus 5. Hence, 235. 176 is 176. So now, how do you say 998?
998.
Correct. Next, let's get to 4-digit numbers. 1,000 is 1000. Same as the tens and hundreds. To say 2,000, 3,000, etc., you just add any number from 2 to 9 and 1000. For example, 2,000 is 2 plus 1000, hence 2000. There are 3 numbers in the 1000 category that are pronounced slightly differently. They are 3,000 and 8,000.
One less than the 100 category.
Yes. 3,000 is 3000. Next, 4,000?
4000.
5,000.
5000.
6,000?
6000.
7,000.
7000.
8,000 is 8,000. And then 9,000.
9000.
To say numbers from 1,001 to 9,999, the rule is similar to how we say 101 to 999. For example, 6,289 is 6,289. So now what's 1,001?
1001.
Correct. How about 8,500?
8500.
Now let's move on to 5-digit numbers. 10,000 is 1,000,000. Note that when we say 100 or 1,000, we don't use 1 in front of 100 or 1000. But when we say 10,000, we need to add 1 and say 1万. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 follows the same rules as the 100 and 1000 categories. And even better, there is no pronunciation changes. So Sina, what's 20,000?
2万、
30,000?
3万、
40,000?
4万、
50,000?
5万、
60,000?
6万、
70,000?
7万、
80,000?
8万、
and 90,000?
9万、
How about 39,765?
3万9765。
Yes, same rule as how we say 2-digit and 3-digit numbers.
39,765 is 30,000 plus 9,000 plus 700 plus 60 plus 5. So, 39,765.
That's right. Before we move on to even bigger numbers, I wanted to raise your attention to the difference of the number systems in English and Japanese. In the English number system, the major unit is 1,000. So it goes 10,000, 100,000, and then the next unit, a million. 1,000 million is 1 billion.
How does the Japanese number system work?
In Japanese, the major unit is 10,000, 万. So after 10,000, 1万, it continues as follows. 100,000, 10万. A million, 100万. 10 million, 1000万. And then we get to the next unit, 億. 100 million is 1億. A billion is 10億. The next unit after 億 is 兆. 1兆 is 1 trillion. 10兆 is 10 trillion.
No wonder translating large numbers between English and Japanese is such a headache.
Yes, large numbers can even make the most experienced interpreters cringe. Remember, practice makes perfect. See you all at our next episode of Step by Step Japanese Pathway to Fluency.